no cologne. Cocoa butter is the key. Cocoa butter is the key.
I feel like the hardest thing about making YouTube videos is making sure you have that one key element that actually pieces your entire video together for the world to see. And that is the development of ideas. It kind of works like if you're making an essay in English class. You could have all the details, but having that main idea actually pieces the entire essay together to make sure that people know what you were talking about, what you were trying to say, and it will actually entertain or inform that viewer. You know, I've actually had trouble with this in the past couple of days. Sometimes I wouldn't really be motivated to actually make a video because I didn't have an idea of what I wanted to actually talk about. Because when you don't have an idea to talk about, there is no actual video, because your video that you would create just would make no sense and would not even appeal to the audience whatsoever. But let's actually overlap this situation. Let's develop ideas for helping developing ideas. How convenient, if you ask. So what I usually do in my spare time is that whenever I'm thinking about my content and what I want to talk about in the future videos that I will be making, I usually actually write it down either on my phone or at the whiteboard that I have in my room, just so that I can have it in memory, so that when I look at it next time, I'll remember what I want to actually talk about. Another thing I actually do to keep that idea stable is that whatever is actually happening at that moment, if it's something emotionally going on with you or some experience that actually just recently happened, talk about it right away if that's an idea you want to actually discuss in a commentary sort thing, or whatever the type of video you're actually making, because whatever you actually think of right off the spot, it will actually come out real well in your video, so that you don't do it the day later, because you'll probably forget some of the things you were thinking of doing when you first thought of that idea. Executing your ideas later will actually worsen your video, because when you actually decide to make that video, you can maybe go to sleep and think about what you want to do when you actually go the next day. But once it comes to that next day, most of those ideas that would actually make the video perfect would not really be in your head at that time, because you're not in the same mindset, you're not in the same setting or in the same emotion when you actually first thought of that idea. That's why it's best to do it right away, so you can get the best out of your quality. So my message to current YouTube content creators, or even up and coming YouTube content creators: in order to be successful, in order to upload consistently, make sure you have a developed idea, because that is the key to success. Thanks for watching.